Okay, today you're going to turn to page 206 and 207. We will be talking about using the associative property of addition with 3, 1, and 2-digit numbers. Imagine you threw 3 small beanbags into this target. If each beanbag lands in the red circle, what total scores might you record? How could you figure out the totals? He says, I chose 7, 9, and 3 because 7, 9, and 3 are all red. So if all the bean bags landed, those are the 3 numbers that he would choose. He says, then I added in this order, 7 plus 3 plus 9 because 7 plus 3 makes 10, which is easy. Imagine 2 beanbags land in blue and 1 beanbag lands in red. How could you figure out the total scores you could record? I could add friendly pairs of numbers like 18 and 32 first. Why are 18 and 32 called friendly pairs? So let's think about that. Those are friendly pairs because I know that 8 and 2 in my ones place make a 10. So that would be easy for me to add together. What other numbers make friendly pairs? So if we take a look here and we can see what other numbers, I have 24 and 46. Both of those make a friendly pair because in my ones place I have a 4 and in my ones place here I have a 6. I know 6 and 4 make 10. Now let's take a look at our step up. We're going to imagine 3 beanbags land in different pink parts of this target. Then we're going to write an addition sentence to show 4 possible scores. So they did 1 for us already. So we need to have 4 possible total scores. So that's why we have 4 spaces. They have done 1 example for us. They did 6 plus 4 plus 8 equals blank. Now we have to figure that out. They did 6 and 4 together first because we know 6 plus 4 is 10. Now 10 plus 8 is 18. Now, if you're struggling with adding these numbers, remember you have your hundreds chart you can use. You have your tens and ones cubes that you can use. You have a couple of things and resources that you could help you with solving these problems. You can always draw out your tens and ones. Like if I wanted to represent them above, you could also do this. I could draw 6 ones above my 4 ones and my 8 ones. And then I could go and count my ones to see how many I have. That is another way that could help you solve these problems. Now let's keep going. Next, I need to add another possible pink parts for my number sentence. Remember, we're only doing pink parts right now. We are not looking at the blue parts, only pink. So we've already done 6, 4, and 8. Now I could add 8 plus 2 plus 4. I know 8 plus 2 is 10, and 10 plus 4 is 14. Now we can do another one. I could do 2 plus 8 equals 6. Again, I know 2 plus 8 is 10. Oops, I accidentally put a equal sign. There needs to be a plus. I know 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 6 is 16. Now I have one more combination I have not done. I have 6 plus 4. I need to do 4 plus 6 plus 2. 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 2 is 12. So when we're adding these here, we want to try to add the numbers in the beginning, my first two, that are quick, easy math facts that I know. Because 6 plus 4 is easier for me to recognize that it's 10 instead of having to add 6 plus 8. Because then I have to think, okay, I have to start adding more in my head. So think about what is going to be easier for you to get to 10. Or a number that you know is easy for you to understand when you see those two numbers together. Now we're going to move on to letter B. Letter B says, imagine 2 bean bags land in purple and 1 bean bag lands in yellow. Write addition sentences to show 4 possible total scores. So we're looking at purple and yellow. So we have to do one of each. So the first one I could do is I'm just going to go ahead and look at what I already have here. I'm going to do 4 plus 7, 40 plus 7. There are a bunch of different possibilities that we could write, but I'm just going to go ahead and match them up with what I see. 40 plus 7, I have a 4 in my tens place, and in my ones place, I have 7. So 40 plus 7 is 7. Now I'm going to do the next one. I have 25 plus 2. 25 plus 2 is, I have a 2 in my tens place. 5 plus 2 in my ones place is 7. I have 27. My next one, I see here that if I go to 35 and 8, that's going to be a little bit more difficult for me to add. So what I'm going to do instead is do 35 and 3 to make it a little bit easier and quicker for me to add together. So I have 35 plus 3. I have a 3 in my tens place because I don't have a 10 over here. And I'm going to add my ones place. 5 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 38. And lastly, I have 20 plus 8. My tens place, I only have a 2. My ones place, I have 0 plus 8, which is 8. So 20 plus 8 is 28. Now, if you want, you can choose different addition sentences from mine. It is up to you. You can do the same ones that I did. Next, we're going to look at letter C. It says, imagine 2 bean bags land in orange and 1 bean bag lands in pink. Write addition sentences to show 4 possible total scores. So just like we did up here, we're going to do the same thing down here. So I need 1 in orange and 1 in pink. So first thing I see, I know 5 and 5 makes 10, so I'm going to add those together. So I have 45 plus 5. So here I'm going to add my ones place. 5 and 5 makes 10, so I'm going to 0 my ones place, and I'm going to carry over to my tens place because I have 1 10. 4 plus that 1 is 5. So 45 plus 5 equals 50. My next one that I see is 15. I have another one that has a 5 in my ones place, so I'm going to add the other 5 with it. 15 plus 5 equals, let's find out, in my ones place first, 5 and 5 is 10. So once again, I'm going to have a 0 in my ones place. I'm going to carry over the 1 to my tens place. I have 1 plus 1, which makes 2. So 15 plus 5 equals 20. My next number is 14. 14. I know from when I was solving on step up letter A that 4 and 6 makes 10. So I'm going to add the 6 in the pink space. So in my ones place I have a 6 and a 4, which make 10. So I'm going to have a 0 in my ones place. And I'm going to carry my 1 to my tens place. Now I have 1 plus 1, which equals 2. So 14 plus 6 equals 20. Lastly, I have 26. And I have one number that I have not used, which is 4. So 26 plus 4. Add my ones place, 4 and 6. 6 plus 4 I know is 10 because I just did it right here. I'm going to put a 0 in my ones place. I'm going to carry and regroup with my 10 and put it in my tens place. Now I have 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Now I know 26 plus 4 equals 30. Now, on the step ahead, you are going to complete this on your own. You're going to do down here exactly what we just did for A, B, and C. Make sure you're paying attention to what it is asking you. Read the question carefully. You're going to show me 3 different addition sentences just like we practiced on A, B, and C. Make sure I can see your work where you're carrying your tens place. Make sure I see that you're adding your 2 numbers with your equal sign and showing me your sum. So they need to make sure there are 3 different number sentences. Okay, once you have finished this at the bottom on the step ahead, please make sure you take a picture of the step ahead and upload it onto your assignment.